Welcome to About Mansfield, your audio newspaper. I'm Steve Casillo with the November 8th, 2023 197th edition. Yeah, we're closing in on 200. We're here always broadcasting from the Somark Studios. Colleen Daniel is in Studio West, and we're here with the About Mansfield news team. Coming up today, it's Mansfield news, sports, and conversation.
And a little later in the episode, you will have a chance to win a $25 gift card to a Mansfield restaurant of your choice with our Mansfield Trivia Question, courtesy of Joe Jenkins Insurance.
Let's take a look at the stories we're covering this week.
Mansfield votes along with the rest of the state.
Fire destroys local restaurant.
Everyone loves a parade, especially when it honors our veterans.
The culinary event of the year takes place this week, and we will have the details. And in sports, Timberview and Summit advance to football playoffs.
And in the talk segment, Steve talks with a nonprofit president as the Kiwanis Club in Mansfield celebrates its 50-year anniversary. We are Mansfield's only source for news, sports, and conversation. This is About Mansfield.
No matter your familiarity with buying or selling real estate, having an experienced, trusted advisor on speed dial is priceless. The Roger and Beth team of Century 21 Judge Fight is here to be that resource for you. Whether you're buying right here in Mansfield or your dreams are taking you elsewhere, we are ready to help you with turning that vision into a reality. To learn more, visit our website at homesinmansfield.com. That's homesinmansfield.com.
Imagine a city where innovation knows no bounds, where dreams take flight, and the future unfolds before your very eyes. Welcome to Mansfield, a beacon of growth and a testament to vision. In the heart of Mansfield, a remarkable transformation is underway. But it's not just about the physical landscape. It's about the spirit that drives us forward. A spirit of collaboration that bridges cultures, a spirit of entrepreneurship that fuels prosperity, and a spirit of community that binds us as one. Mansfield is more than just a place. It's a canvas where diversity paints the picture of progress. From art festivals that ignite creativity to tech hubs that redefine boundaries, this city celebrates every voice, every passion. Mansfield, where growth knows no limits and the vision is limitless. Brought to you by the unstoppable spirit of the Mansfield Economic Development Corporation.
Hi, I'm Corey Berlin, 2022 Boston Marathon finisher, and you're listening to About Mansfield.
This portion of the news is sponsored by the Grand View Event Center.
Welcome back to About Mansfield.
Mansfield residents took to the polls on Tuesday, which was Election Day, to vote on 14 state constitution amendments. Two propositions that received a lot of notoriety over the past month were Propositions 4 and 9. Proposition 4, if passed, would increase the homestead tax exemption in Texas to $100,000 and increase state funding for public education, while Proposition 9 authorizes the state legislature to make cost of living adjustments to the teacher retirement system. The polls closed Tuesday night past this podcast's deadline. You can see the results of all 14 propositions on our website, aboutmansfield.com. Just click on the links tab.
The Mansfield Fire Department responded to an incident Thursday morning in the 8100 block of Rendon Bloodworth Road around 5:15. Upon arrival, crews encountered Mama Angie's Mexican Cocina fully engulfed with flames breaking through the roof. Multiple fire departments were called to the scene, including those from Mansfield, Rendon, Everman, Johnson County, Kennedale, Fort Worth, Venus, and Forest Hill. No injuries were reported. The fire was successfully brought under control just before 7 a.m. The cause of the fire has yet to be released.
Saturday is Veterans Day, and what better way to start the weekend than with a parade? The Veterans Day Parade and Salute takes place this Saturday through the streets of downtown Mansfield, starting at 10 a.m. It's the perfect opportunity to honor and celebrate those who have served our nation. This year's Grand Marshal is Army veteran Ken W. Christofferson. The parade is taking a different route than years past, entirely on Main Street, beginning at Mauser Way, proceeding south toward downtown, and ending at West Kimball Street. The event concludes with a musical patriotic salute in front of the lot downtown. In conjunction with the Veterans Day Parade is the, quote, Remembering Our Fallen photographic war memorial, end quote, which takes place at the lot downtown Friday, November 10th through Sunday the 12th. With over 24 tribute towers, this memorial honors more than 5,000 post-9/11 fallen veterans. And finally, the Mansfield Economic Development Corporation will be hosting a Mansfield Veterans Job Fair on Wednesday, November 15th from 9 a.m. to noon at the Grandview Event Center on Heritage Parkway. The job fair event is free and open to the public and will include on-site job interviews as well as resume writing services.
It happens every year. It's a big event in Mansfield, and it is something that everyone looks forward to. It is called A Taste of Mansfield. And with us on the phone is the Special Events and Communications Coordinator for the Mansfield Mission Center, who is the beneficiary from this event. Annalise Dingus, welcome to About Mansfield.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to talk with you this morning.
A Taste of Mansfield. How many years has the Mission Center been producing this event?
The Mission Center has been producing this event since 2019. Mansfield Cares previously put it on in 2018, and then we inherited the event when we inherited the London X Clinic. So we've been thrilled to host it since then.
Describe what a person will go through once they enter the doors of Aristide for A Taste of Mansfield.
You will enter the doors and you'll be amazed by 23 wonderful restaurants and caterers in Mansfield that are ready to taste the night away with you. You'll be able to mingle with friends and float around enjoying tastings while you enjoy our DJ. We have a photo booth, indoor and outdoor spaces, and an amazing silent auction area that we're raising funds for Mansfield families. Also new this year, we have an outdoor cigar lounge. So we really have something for everyone. If you want to relax inside the ballroom with all the tastings, if you want to venture outdoors, enjoy the silent auction, sip on wine and beer. It's really just a wonderful evening with all of our Mansfield community.
Got to give a shout out to my friend George Fassett, who stepped up. He is a cigar aficionado, and he is the one who's producing the cigar event this year at A Taste of Mansfield.
Yes, we are very grateful for him and our various sponsors who really make this event happen. We couldn't do it without them.
Can you give me an idea? You said 23 restaurants. Let's not go through the entire 23, but maybe a half a dozen, maybe those that have been with you since the beginning.
Yes, definitely. I know it's hard to highlight because they're all so amazing.
Sure.
But we have El Primo's and the Vault, Fish City Grill, La Gondola, Poured, Little Soul, Blue Mint, Dirty Job Brewing, Meehan's Chop House, the TCC Culinary Arts Department, Buttermilk Sky Pie.
Really, Buttermilk Sky Pie. I got to them too late last year. They had pecan pies. And by the time I got to their table, they were out. They're very, very popular.
Yes. Really, all of your favorite restaurants in Mansfield are going to be in the same ballroom with endless tastings for you. So we're really excited about our vendor list.
This is Thursday night, November 9th at Aristide. Give the hours and give some information on how people can get more information on A Taste of Mansfield.
So it's at Aristide from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. If you visit our website, mansfieldmission.org, there's an events tab at the top. And once you click that, it'll take you to the Taste of Mansfield page with all of the event details and the link to purchase tickets. We do have a few tickets left. We're expecting to sell out by Thursday. So I'd encourage you to get on quick. Don't miss out on the tastiest night of the year.
The money obviously benefits the Mansfield Mission Center. If you can maybe just give 30 seconds, 45 seconds about what are some of the benefits that this money goes to, that some of the services that Mansfield Mission Center offers.
We're really focused on helping every aspect of the neighbors' lives in Mansfield. So we have a free medical clinic. We offer nutritious food in our free food market and various financial support, as well as just helping our neighbors navigate all of the resources available to them in our community and through the government. So the proceeds from this event help fund the medical clinic, help us to keep our shelves stocked in the food market and provide that financial support. Without events like these and community members and sponsors stepping up, we really couldn't do it. It's definitely a community effort, being able to offer the services that we provide. So we thank you for being a part of the event and considering coming. And it really just helps us to continue to serve. Thursday night, November 9th at Aristide, 6 to 9 p.m. It is A Taste of Mansfield benefiting the Mansfield Mission Center. Annalise, we'll see you there as always. And thanks for being on About Mansfield. Yeah, thank you so much. We'll see you all Thursday night. And then there were two as Timberview and Summit head to the playoffs. And we'll talk about it because sports is next.
I'm Philip Washington, Chief Investment Officer of Stonehill Wealth Management and host of the Wealth Building Made Simple podcast. First book I read in college was Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and it changed my life. And since then, I've read tons and tons of books on money. And what I've done is taken those lessons, simplified them, and I talk about those lessons on my podcast, Wealth Building Made Simple. So come hang out with us. We're on every major platform, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and on YouTube. Wealth Building Made Simple.
The housing market is evolving as interest rates rise to meet inflation. Speculation abounds as to what the future may hold. Do you have a trusted advisor? The Roger and Beth team at Century 21 Judge Fight should be your first call in all matters concerning real estate and the market. We specialize in residential real estate for both buyers and sellers. With industry partners across North America, our resources and expertise can turn the home you've been envisioning into a reality. Visit our website at homesinmansfield.com to learn more. That's homesinmansfield.com.
In sports, it was a busy Thursday night for MISD football teams as 4 of the 5 district teams hit the field to conclude the regular season. Your Mansfield Tigers were upended by DeSoto 63-24 and finished the year with a 6-4 record. Legacy Broncos were down by Duncanville 35-3, concluding their year at 2-8. Lake Ridge Eagles were topped by Cedar Hill 37-6, ending their 0-10 season, while Timberview rounded out the Thursday night games with a win over Adams 55-0. The lone MISD game on Friday night saw Summit take down Ennis 28-21. Speaking of Timberview and Summit, those two teams advanced to the playoffs, which will take place this Friday night. The 9-1 Timberview Wolves take on the 8-2 Frisco Wakeland Wolverines at Newsom, while the Summit Jaguars go head-to-head with the Seagoville Dragons at R.L. Anderson. Both teams are 7-3. Again, both games are Friday night. Kickoff is at 7 p.m. Taking a look at the highs and lows around the state, Mertzon, Erie, and County beat Verabest 86-38, and there was a 3-way tie for the lowest score in the state as Whitney defeated Dallas Gateway, Yorktown topped Runge, and Tomball Concordia upended Houston The Village, all by a score of 2-0. The biggest goose egg in the state this week, Brock downed Pilot Point, while Kip Sunnyside bested Katy Harmony, both by a score of 76-0. If you have a comment about the show, the news, whatever's on your mind locally, the good, the bad, the ugly, you tell us what's on your mind. You can reach us by voicemail at 817-435-2938. Again, that's 817-435-2938. This coming Friday, November 10th, is National Civic Pride Day. Now, don't get all squinchy when I say the word pride. We're talking about the people who are the heart and soul of this city, people who bring communities together and encourages everyone to feel a sense of pride by creating and maintaining a healthy city. Friday is the day we want to inspire everyone to get involved in our community and show support by improving the place you live or work. How can one participate in showing civic pride? You ask great questions. One can volunteer for an organization in the community, attend fundraisers that raise money for community projects, start a community garden, participate in regular cleanups to keep Mansfield beautiful, provide information about ways to get involved in organizations, or perhaps share stories and or photos of civic pride on social media. Just remember this: the people who live in Mansfield are the same people who help Mansfield become a better place to live.
Coming up after the break, we turn the page to the features section.
Psst, I've got a secret, and it's better than Black Friday. We'll talk about it, and Methodist Mansfield needs to know.
If you've ever bought a house, then you've likely had the experience of a realtor showing you a home. I'm Beth Steinke, and today I'm going to share with you all of the inner thoughts that are going through the real estate agent's head during a house showing on the Mansfield Real Estate Report.
In this week's Cocktail of the Week, I'll be talking about a cocktail that's a man killer.
We are Mansfield's only source for news, sports, and conversation. I'm Colleen Daniel, and this is About Mansfield.
This portion of the news was sponsored by the Grandview Event Center.
Are you ready to create unforgettable memories? Picture this: an enchanting event venue nestled amidst breathtaking landscapes with panoramic views right here in Mansfield. The Grandview Event Center is the perfect setting to bring your vision to life. From intimate gatherings to large-scale extravaganzas, The Grand View has flexible spaces to accommodate any occasion, be it a graduation or school function, art exhibition, or birthday or anniversary party. Book your next unforgettable experience at thegrandviewmansfield.com. That's thegrandviewmansfield.com. The Grand View Event Center, where memories are made and dreams become reality. Book your event today.
Congratulations to Artie Campano, who was the first person to correctly answer last week's Mansfield Trivia Question. What was the local newspaper called before its name was changed to the Mansfield News Mirror? Artie knew that the newspaper's original name was the Mansfield Chronicle. When we come back, this week's trivia question. This is About Mansfield.
At Methodist Mansfield Medical Center, we've been caring for our home team for over 15 years. Today, you'll find award-winning physicians on the medical staff, advanced neurosurgery, a Level 3 trauma center, critical care for newborns, and comprehensive orthopedic care. Methodist Mansfield, delivering the care our friends, neighbors, and home team depend on. That's community, and why so many people trust Methodist.
Hey, it's Steve Casillo, and we all remember the storm that blew through our town back in June that pelted this community with baseball-sized hail. It did a ton of damage around Mansfield, including my own roof. Regular listeners to About Mansfield have heard Paul Duncan's commercials for Trinity Roofing and Construction, and after the storm, I reached out to him, and boy, am I glad that I did. From the first call to Paul to working with the crew leader, the scheduling department, and the entire construction team, and how it all played out with my insurance company, working with Trinity Roofing and Construction was a breeze. It's easy to see why they're a platinum preferred contractor with Owens Corning with an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. So if you're thinking on replacing your roof, look no further than Trinity Roofing and Construction. They're a Mansfield-based company, and you can find them on the web at trinityroofingconstruction.com. Again, that's trinityroofingconstruction.com.
Hi, this is Joe Jenkins with Joe Jenkins Farmers Insurance, specializing in auto, home, commercial, and life insurance. I was born and raised here in Mansfield, Texas. We're active in the community, and Mansfield's a town we really care about. Our office has over 30 years experience in the insurance industry, and we're passionate about what we do and about customer service. For a free quote, please visit our website at joejenkinsinsurance.com or give us a call at 817-472-6058. Once again, that website is joejenkinsinsurance.com.
It is, right now, time for the highly coveted, wildly popular About Mansfield Trivia Question. If you are the first person to email the correct answer to trivia@aboutmansfield.com, you will receive a $25 gift card to a Mansfield restaurant of your choice. Brought to you by Joe Jenkins Insurance. Whether you're looking for homeowners, auto, commercial, or any other type of insurance, Joe has helped Mansfield area residents best understand the insurance coverage that best fit their needs since 2010. And you can find him on the internet at joejenkinsinsurance.com. Colleen, let's get to this week's question.
Well, Steve, since the late 1800s, Mansfield has had its fair share of lawmen protecting our city, including numerous sheriffs and marshals. This week's trivia question is, who is the Mansfield Police Department's current chief of police? Email your answer to trivia@aboutmansfield.com. Again, who is the current chief of police for the Mansfield Police Department? Good luck, and thanks to Joe Jenkins Insurance for the gift card.
I'm Mansfield Police Chief Tracy Aaron, and you are listening to About Mansfield.
Welcome back to About Mansfield, your audio newspaper. Let's open up the features section. Angel Biasatti has a secret that'll give you a jump on holiday shopping in Methodist Mansfield News to Know. Angel?
Join us at Methodist Mansfield for Holidays, a Christmas market where you'll find handmade gifts, holiday decor, and those one-of-a-kind gifts perfect for holiday giving. Methodist Mansfield's volunteer director, Jody Toller. Tell us about the event, Jody.
Thank you, Angel. Shoppers can get all their holiday gifts before Thanksgiving at Methodist Mansfield Medical Center annual holidays. Every gift purchase benefits Methodist Mansfield. Whether it's a handmade scarves and hats, holiday decor, and more, all gifts are perfect for holiday giving and benefit our nonprofit, faith-based hospital. Come out and benefit others while you get into the holiday spirit on Saturday, November the 11th from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. on the main floor of the Methodist Mansfield Hospital.
What can you expect at the holiday market?
You can check everyone off of your holiday shopping list as you choose from a variety of gift items, including candles, clothing, jewelry, purses, gift baskets, home decor, beauty products, and much more. We will even have a raffle, including a gift basket of $3,600 of gift cards, a trip to Las Vegas, a round of golf for 4 people, and a Blackstone grill. Browse through the numerous 40 vendors while listening to your favorite Christmas music. With so many options, you're sure to find something on everyone's holiday wish list.
That sounds like fun, Jody. Tell me more.
Holidays is a winter wonderland of shopping. It's an opportunity to get a head start on your shopping while benefiting the hospital and our community. This event has something for everyone. We look forward to seeing you there.
Thank you, Jody. At Methodist Mansfield, we believe in fostering a healthy and connected community. Holidays is an opportunity to come together and Christmas shop. We can't wait to see you there. That's Methodist Mansfield News to Know. I'm Angel Biasatti, reporting for the About Mansfield podcast.
What's going through the mind of a realtor when showing a home to a prospective buyer? Realtor Beth Steinke tells all in the Mansfield Real Estate Market update. Beth?
As a buyer, one of the most exciting parts of the home buying process is the house showing. And truth be told, I really like that part too. It is a beautiful experience when you see someone's face light up when they walk into their house. But there's a lot more going on for the real estate agent than just watching the buyer's facial expressions. Let's dive right into the inner workings of a real estate agent's mind during a house showing. Oh, you thought it was all about discussing square footage and how many bedrooms and bathrooms there are? Think again. Our brains are full of preoccupations. Firstly, the ever-pressing question, where is the cat? Yes, we enter a home on high alert, not just for potential buyers' questions, but for feline escape artists. There is nothing worse than seeing a cat that I'll then spend the next 20 minutes making sure that every exterior door is shut at all times, even when everyone heads into 4 different directions, or worse, that someone shuts the door that's supposed to stay open to the kitty litter box area. I will never forget the time I was sitting at an open house for a fellow agent and the family left their cat running loose in the house during an open house. He did not escape. Nope. He sat in the middle of the stairway and hissed and lunged for every single person that tried to pass. He was a very effective guard cat. Between calling the owners and carrying out instructions for how to lure the cat into the cat carrier and the fear in the attendees' eyes, that was an open house I will not forget. We are part salesperson, part pet wrangler. Moving on to a slice of concern that's an incredibly common sign of the times. Wow, another camera? We've perfected our smiles not just for client rapport, but to look good on all those security cameras watching our every move. It's really bad when they have cameras in every room, or even worse, when you don't see the camera before comments were made. Say cheese and hope that the sellers don't hear whatever may or may not have been said. Eeks. Oh, and here's a big chunk of worry. Did I turn the lights off? Because while we want the home to shine, we don't want to single-handedly cause the energy bill to spike. We're eco-friendly after all, and we really hate the angry phone call from the listing agent yelling at us over something easily avoidable. Oh, wait. Did they say leave the lights on? Or was that the last house? Or the next house? Shoot. Now I'm mentally preparing for the yelling. And then there's the slim yet crucial segment, don't lose the key. Because nothing says, trust me with your home sale, like fumbling around in the bushes for a dropped set of keys. Is that a water stain or a shadow? We squint, we ponder, we hope it's just a trick of the light and not a deal breaker lurking on the ceiling. In fact, I always bring a high-powered flashlight with me. It's small but mighty to dispel shadows and myths on the spot. What is that smell? The art of trying to identify pet odor versus mold or mildew, or just old carpet or teenage boy, without making it seem like a cover-up operation. The smells I've encountered have ranged from abandoned fish tank, complete with fish, to gas leaks, to good old-fashioned wet dog, which is the most common. Oh no, please don't touch that. As clients get handsy with heirloom china, we're ready to dive across the room in slow motion to prevent a crash. Or worse, the dreaded question, can I use the bathroom here? Either one of those are big no-nos. I can feel my cortisol levels rising just talking about it. Now we tread into the territory of, did I lock up? As we bid adieu to the prospective buyers admiring the crown molding, a silent alarm goes off in our heads. Did we secure the fortress, or did we leave it open for medieval siege? Navigating a showing is like a ballet mixed with a chess game in a house of mirrors. We're conductors of a symphony where every note must be pitch perfect, even if inside our heads it's more like a quirky, offbeat jazz solo. Welcome to our open house of thoughts, where every day is an encore performance that we can't wait to show you. Now it's your turn to tell us what you'd like to hear on the Mansfield Real Estate Report. Email us at info@aboutmansfield.com, just so you don't have to be subjected only to the silly things that make me laugh. For the About Mansfield podcast, I'm Beth Steinke with Century 21 Judge Fight.
Shaken or stirred, Brian Certain continues his series of fall-related drinks with a man killer in the cocktail of the week. Brian.
This week's cocktail of the week is the Black Widow cocktail. As we enter into the 2023 holiday season, I'll be introducing seasonal themed cocktails for the next several weeks, in fact, until the end of December. But we start off this week with a fall-themed cocktail. The Black Widow cocktail, with its alluring deep purple hue and the enigmatic sweet yet tart flavor, the Black Widow cocktail is enough to entice any adventurous spirit. This chilling concoction packs a stealthy punch that intrigues the senses. But don't worry about taking notes. As I'm giving out the ingredients and instructions, I always post them on bourbongospel.com. Or you can sign up directly at bourbongospel.com and have the cocktail of the week delivered directly to your inbox every Wednesday. This cocktail of the week is the Black Widow. For the ingredients, you're going to need some fresh blackberries. You're going to need vodka. You're going to need the crème de cassis, and you're going to need some pomegranate juice. First thing you're going to do is you're going to wash and gently muddle the blackberries in the bottom of a cocktail shaker using a muddler. Muddle just enough to release the juices without completely breaking down the berries. Then fill that cocktail shaker with ice cubes, add the vodka, the crème de cassis, and the pomegranate juice. Secure the lid on the shaker and shake vigorously for 10 to 15 seconds until thoroughly chilled. Then finally strain the mixture with a double strainer into a stemmed cocktail glass to remove any pieces of berry pulp. And then garnish with some fresh blackberries skewered on a cocktail pick. For an extra flair, rim the glass with black sugar to create a spider web effect. The vodka in this cocktail provides a smooth yet strong base, while the muddled blackberries impart sweet, jammy berry flavor. The touch of crème de cassis offers notes of black currant for depth. Finally, the tart pomegranate juice balances the sweetness with a bit of zing. Shaking blends the ingredients into an opaque, inky purple mixture reminiscent of a Black Widow's dark exoskeleton. While the cocktail is seductively sweet with a subtle tart bite, this cocktail weaves intrigue and flavor into every velvety sip. Mysterious yet refreshing, the Black Widow cocktail spins flavored spirits into an indulgent web of berry goodness. As always, I'm open to hear your take and your input. You can reach me at brian@bourbongospel.com. And until next week, as Mark Twain said, too much of anything is bad, but too much whiskey is barely enough. Reporting for the About Mansfield podcast, I'm Brian Certain.
We're back in 60 seconds with our interview with Mansfield Kiwanis President Dr. Casey Graham.
Hey, it's Steve Casillo, and are you ready to make your voice heard? Want to bring out your ideas to life through captivating conversations and engaging visuals? Look no further than Podcast Mansfield Recording Studio, your one-stop destination for award-winning audio and video podcast recording. Equipped with cutting-edge microphones, crystal clear audio recording, and high-definition cameras, we're here to turn your ideas into engrossing content. But it's not just about the equipment. We're dedicated to bringing out the best in your content. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, we're here to elevate your podcasting game. We'll even help you with intro music, transitions, voiceover, and that professional polish that sets your podcast apart. So whether you're into interviews, storytelling, or simply sharing your expertise, Podcast Mansfield can help bring your podcasting dreams to life. Visit podcastmansfield.com. Podcast Mansfield, where creating your podcast masterpiece has never been easier.
Hi, I'm Orion Jean with Race to Kindness, and you are listening to About Mansfield.
Welcome back to another segment of About Mansfield. I'm Steve Casillo as we make the transition from news to talk. And when it comes to service, everybody has choices. Lots of service organizations here in town, but one of these service organizations has just reached a milestone, a 50-year anniversary of service here in Mansfield. We're talking about the Mansfield Kiwanis Club. And in the studio today is the president of the Mansfield Kiwanis, Dr. Casey Graham Brown. Welcome to About Mansfield.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Before we get into what the magical things that Mansfield Kiwanis does, what did you do to celebrate the 50th anniversary of Mansfield Kiwanis?
Well, we have been working on several projects, but we had a celebration here in Mansfield, and we had a very large project to commemorate our 50th anniversary, and that was a book project. We sponsored a project where we had our club and many other citizens of Mansfield contributed funds to sponsor a book in memory or in honor of a family member or a friend or a colleague that would be donated to our Mansfield Library, our public libraries here in town. And so we had a large event, a bingo night here in town at Dirty Jobs Brewing, and we were able to have an opportunity for individuals to participate in that activity and to also purchase books and to sign the inside of the book on a special label. And we are donating those books to the library. And so we're very excited to be able to support literacy in our community and to join with our community partners to support literacy.
Knowing now, all of this, you've just generated like 6 questions. Knowing the owners of Dirty Job Brewing, they are both avid readers. LaShawn is part of the book club or a book club here in Mansfield, and so it seemed like it was maybe a natural partnership to do a book project with Dirty Job. I've been to one of your bingo events, and it was wonderful. I didn't win anything, but
well, we thank you for your contributions.
Absolutely.
Those funds, this actually was we've had a couple of nights there, and our first one was to raise funds for scholarships, service projects, but also scholarships in particular for the Mansfield ISD Key Clubs. We sponsor one Builders Club, the only Builders Club in the district in Mansfield ISD.
Define what a Builders Club is.
Thank you. A Builders Club is a member of our K family. So with Kiwanis, there are multiple activities and clubs in the K family. So with Kiwanis being the service organization for adults, Builders Club is the community service organization for students who are in middle school. Key Club is the organization for students who are in high school, and CKI, or Circle K International, is the organization for students who are in college, university. And so we sponsor a Builders Club and 6 Key Clubs. Every high school in Mansfield ISD has a Key Club, and they are all fabulous and thriving. And so we provide scholarships for Key Club members for high school seniors who are graduating through the multi-scholarship opportunity that Mansfield ISD has.
And again, at the college level, CKI, Circle K
International,
has nothing to do with the convenience store.
It does not. It does not.
Okay. All right. And then again, the Builders Club is kind of like a junior high version of Key Club.
Correct.
Just they call it the Builders Club.
Absolutely, and they have formed, and we help sponsor them for our Builders Club. We help provide, or we do provide, the sponsorship fee for the students, and they work with organizations in the community. They work with a retirement center and help provide items for the residents there. So they are a thriving Builders Club. And so we are so happy to work with them. But when you attended probably the first bingo night that we had.
Yes, it was the first one.
Wonderful. That helps support the learning projects that we do and those community activities, including the Key Clubs and the scholarships.
Well,
so thank you.
I'm happy to help out. Let's talk first, before, again, getting into what the Mansfield Kiwanis does. How did you become a Kiwanian, and how long have you been a Kiwanian?
Okay, I have kind of a little strange story, so please forgive me.
Strange is good.
Okay, for meandering.
Buckle up, listeners.
Okay, so this goes back to the 1980s. This won't be too long, but I was a Key Clubber back a few years ago, and loved in high school, and loved serving, and ended up being the president of my high school Key Club, and then served as lieutenant governor in high school, and then was in CKI, Circle K International, as a university student in college. And then
where'd you go to college?
Well, my undergraduate was at Southeastern in Durant, and my master's and my PhD are from the University of Oklahoma.
Okay.
Yes.
And that makes you a Sooner?
A Sooner, yes,
okay.
Sir. Absolutely.
I'm not from around here. Sometimes I have to guess at that.
Oh, you're hurting my heart. But I'll tell you what, I hate UTA all the way now, let me tell you. And then president of Circle K International, of our Circle K International, our CKI university-based club, so our local club. And then I worked with Kiwanis just via us being a Key Club sponsor as a high school principal, or an elementary principal actually at that time, and then was a Kiwanis member. And just through my career, went to another place that didn't have a local Kiwanis club, but then my kids years later joined Key Club and served there. And after they graduated from high school, I decided I was going to go back and join Kiwanis, and I did that just a few short years ago, and it was the best decision. We have a thriving club with individuals who are committed to service and to working together to serve others.
Big question then. Mm-hmm. How do you serve?
Oh, goodness. We do that in so many ways. We look for opportunities. And if anyone has something that they would recommend to us, we would love to hear it. But I'll just give you a few.
Okay.
We work with our Key Clubs. We sponsor scholarships for our high school students who are graduating. And so throughout the district, throughout Mansfield ISD, we're a founding partner and continuing sponsor of Common Ground Network's Feed the Kids. We support Mansfield ISD students via projects like the scholarships. We have sponsored for multiple years graduation recognitions for students in Mansfield ISD with special needs. We have sponsored projects for assistance with families in need. We have continued to do other library projects throughout the community. We work with Salvation Army, with bell ringing. Last week we were out at in Fort Worth working with an organization, the Warm Place, and helping to serve a meal and do cleanup with that organization for families with children who are grieving. A wonderful, wonderful organization. So we work together, plug in with others, and try to find a need and fill it.
Wow. I mean, there's quite a list.
That's just a few. So,
yeah. Have you ever rung the bell?
Yes. No, it's we love to ring the bell, but ringing the bell in December, sometimes though we ring the bell, well, we do. We ring the bell sometimes in July too.
Do tell.
Christmas in July. So year before last, we did Christmas in July. The year before that, Christmas in July. And so I love to ring the bell in December and November time. In July, I also ring the bell, but it's a little different when it's 110 ringing the bell. But we show up and we ring the bell and the community assist, and it's such a worthy cause, but it's a little warmer, but it's so worth it.
And that's the one in December, this part of the Mayor Challenge, right? Where they compete, the cities compete against Arlington. And
so we do it, of course, with the Salvation Army, and then we do the Christmas in July again. Yeah. But it's been just an incredible opportunity to be out there and to assist, but no one's dressing up like with any heavy winter clothes in July. Thank goodness, right?
I was on the Kiwanis, actually the Mansfield Kiwanis website just prior to you arriving today, and the mission statement for Kiwanis. Kiwanis is a global organization of volunteers dedicated to improving the world one child and one community at a time. What does that mean to you?
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing that. So it is a way that we see it as just a group of people who are willing to work and to serve together, to strive to encourage others to serve as well, to participate in service organizations, to support child-centered endeavors, and to help to build better communities.
Yeah. And child doesn't necessarily mean someone who's in kindergarten or fourth grade. This goes all the way up to and through age 17?
Absolutely, age 17, but also all the way through school, but also with the service that we provide through the schools with some of the projects with children with young adults, adolescents who have special needs or sometimes a little older, and also with some of the activities that we do to assist. Well, we don't sponsor a CKI club because we don't have a university right here in Mansfield. We work with and do some activities with CKI, with the Circle K International, and of course those are young adults.
Sure. Does UTA have a?
Yes, they sure do.
Yes,
they sure do. They very much have, and we have done some activities, and their club members are very active and come and visit our club.
Oh, cool.
So, and one of them is actually in district service to the Texas-Oklahoma district.
Can you tell a story, maybe of a success story, something that the local Kiwanis started a project, and at the end of it, you walked away going, you know what, that was a tremendous success?
Absolutely. Figure out which one I'm going to tell you first.
Oh, there's many.
Absolutely. I think probably one of the most recent endeavors where we just had a small group of us, well, there were 6 of us who showed up at working with an organization. And we often have a couple of times a month, we have guest speakers. Mm-hmm. So one time a month at our club, we have Student of the Month and Teacher of the Month. And we recognize a student from Mansfield ISD, and we also recognize a teacher from Mansfield ISD and invite them in with their principal and present an award to each of them and talk about how much we appreciate their service and contribution to the district and to the community. But one of the guest speakers who we'd had another week had talked about their organization's service and how they assist families who have lost a loved one. Often it could be a child's parent. Sometimes it's a grandparent. It's always a close relative. Mm-hmm. And so one of the most recent things we've done is to go out and set up meals and set up a meal and assist with the meal and assist with serving and greeting individuals and cleaning up afterwards. And it was just we just said, okay, it's just going to take a few hours. It's a very simple task. This is just a need. They had reopened their kitchen area after having just kind of a renovation and after the height of COVID.
Sure.
And we went out to assist after they had just reopened. They had the therapy and counseling services open, but not the kitchen area. And we said, okay, we'll show up and we'll assist. And it was absolutely heartwarming just to be able to, to be, among people who, were just a really familial atmosphere. They were, gathered together in an atmosphere of working together, and us just walking along beside them and attempting to provide some service, which was just helping and cleaning and sweeping and wiping tables. It's just something, on our part, it was just something very simple, but it's just, sometimes those simple things just need to be done. And
it's the little things.
We were just so happy to be asked to help. And so we're hoping to add that to something that we do regularly, but something like that, as well as, the book projects that we do, and the, going into, when Mansfield ISD opens a new elementary school, we have a book project where we go in and contribute books from our club, and we provide the Kiwanis Club of Mansfield provides the books, and we spend one of our meetings that week, writing, inside the book, just signing it from the club and fixing the label. And then that next week we go and drop them off. And we have already set up in advance with the school principal and the teachers, and
Sure.
we'll go in and we'll read to the children, in kindergarten or in first grade. And it's a wonderful opportunity to interact and to visit about books, and to share those and to leave those with the school, and know that those will just to help increase literacy and to help contribute to education.
I don't know if you have any inroads on this, but one thing I would really love to do as one who loves to volunteer is to go into an elementary school, and on Dr. Seuss's birthday,
yes,
which is a big day for people to go in and read at elementary schools.
Read across America.
And I would love to read Fox and Socks to an elementary school kid, to a group of kindergarten or first graders, and
people will sign you up when they hear this.
You're not the first person I've told this to, and I'm still waiting for the phone to ring. So, listeners, Fox and Socks, read across America. I'm in.
Very good. Now, if you or anyone who wants to, with our 7 a.m. at Market Street at the Tap House, meetings of Kiwanis on Friday, and we saw the post this last week about a new school coming, so we'll be making connections to hopefully be able to go in and read. So we might be able to take care of that for you.
Did you say 7 in the morning?
Yeah, I think it only seems early. It's really not. And with daylight savings time ending, hey, it's even better.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right. Until spring, then.
Now, I lived the musician's life, right? I think we said before we started recording, yeah.
Once a week. It's not bad. We'll sign you up for 10 for everything else.
That's 1/7 of my life of getting up early.
It's so worth it. So worth it. If they let you dress up like Dr. Seuss, it's even better, right?
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Or Cat in the Hat, rather.
So every Friday, 7 a.m. at Market Street there in the Tap House.
Absolutely.
And which kind of leads into, all right, what do you guys do there? And you mentioned an occasional guest speaker. I was on then the Facebook page.
Oh, yes.
And saw a photo. One of your guest speakers was Matt Hayes.
Last Friday, Top Dog.
Okay.
Yes.
What did he talk about?
Talking about keeping individuals in schools safe and how they interact with the community. And we have multiple guest speakers a month. We usually do it 2 or 3 every single month, and we'll incorporate activities as well. We've had a recent history of making cake kits for food pantries, for example, where we'll bring items. And if you are getting items for a food pantry, it might be a special celebration. So if you're picking up and are in need of items, and you might have a child with a birthday, for example. So, we put together some kits, and we've done this several times where, we would put together kits with like a pan and candles and birthday cake mix, and then icing and other items, and label them with, this kit has pink cake mix, whatever, yellow icing, whatever. And so then you could pick that up and it would be labeled with birthday candles or with whatever, with anniversary or something, so that if you were, picking up things at the food pantry, then you would be able to pick up a cake for a celebration as well.
So this would be like the cake mix.
Yes. Yep. Well, it will be the cake. It'd be cake mix. It'd be the pan.
The pan or the form.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the hot pad as well.
And the hot pad as well.
Absolutely.
Nothing's been left out.
And then of course at the pantry, then you would get the eggs and the milk to go with it, and then you could have your celebration. We want to make sure that kids are recognized and celebrated, no matter what. Just something that, a lot of the clubs in Kiwanis have done, and that has just kind of caught on through multiple clubs through the Texas-Oklahoma district. So we were excited to do that as well. So just something that we do. So we'll have meetings with guest speakers. We'll do projects, whether they're during the club meeting time or if they're, external, like ringing the bell, and doing all kinds of things. And then, again, some weeks with the speakers, some weeks activities, and then with the recognition of the students and the teachers of the month.
In the couple of minutes that we have left, because 20 minutes goes like that, is there anything else that you want to include? Anything that you want to brag about? Anybody you want to give a shout out to? The microphone is wide open and it's all yours.
Well, that's amazing. Thank you for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so we have a legacy of service in our club, and I think that has absolutely been an amazing thing in the Kiwanis Club of Mansfield. So currently we have in our club, we have Bobby Quinton, who is the governor-elect of the Texas-Oklahoma district. We have, he's also been a lieutenant governor. We have Claude Cunningham, who's been a lieutenant governor. We have Corey Neiman, who's the Key Club assistant district administrator. We have just a wide array of leadership and individuals who are there to serve. We're looking for new opportunities. We have dedicated our year to provide even more hours of service to the community than we do in just a general year. We've looked at our numbers though and said, we've got to raise those because we've already done so many. So we want to cooperate with and collaborate with others in the community and find a way to keep the Kiwanis traditions of friendship and service and goodwill, and to help continue to work with children and to help make sure that kids are supported and that they thrive, and that we just continue to work with our wonderful community members in Mansfield and to help make a difference in the lives of our community and the children who live here.
If any one of the tens of thousands of people that are listening right now, they don't have the time or the resources to be there at 7 o'clock on a Friday morning, but have the heart to give. You're a 501c3, and you do accept monetary donations?
So we have opportunities for individuals to provide funds for our scholarships we do, to endow scholarships that we use for our key clubs, to purchase books through our project for the library, to contribute funds that we use to support individuals, children, organizations, to help with all of the community assistance that we do. So absolutely, we love that. We want to encourage people to serve with us.
So if someone wanted more information about the Mansfield Kiwanis, I know you have a website. You want to give out the website address?
MansfieldKiwanis.org. And Kiwanis is Kiwanis.
MansfieldKiwanis.org. Dr. Casey Graham Brown, congratulations and happy anniversary.
Thank you.
50 years of Kiwanis here in Mansfield. I appreciate your time. Thanks for being on About Mansfield.
Thank you. Thank you for your time, and I enjoyed being here.
Coming up next week on About Mansfield, we will talk in studio with yet another fine Mansfield resident. You will just have to tune in to find out who it is. In the meantime, this is the place where you will hear the latest Mansfield news, sports, and conversation. Until then, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, share, love, or support this podcast if you haven't already, so you never miss an episode. It's free and it's easy. Head on over to our website, aboutmansfield.com. Enter your email address right there on the homepage. We will never send you any spam. We promise.
About Mansfield is recorded at Podcast Mansfield Recording Studio. Hosts Steve Casillo and Colleen Daniel. Moment with the Mayor feature Michael Evans. Methodist Mansfield News to Know, Angel Biasatti. Mansfield Real Estate Market Update, Beth Steinke. Cultural Arts Calendar, Tim Roberts. Cocktail of the Week, Brian Certain. Post-production editing, mixing, and mastering, Steve Casillo and Andrew Miner.
This podcast is copyrighted by Podcast Mansfield Recording Studio for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this podcast without written consent is prohibited. We thank you all for listening. On behalf of the entire news team, I'm Steve Casillo, and this is About Mansfield.